in the midst of millions of Texans in the miserable circumstances of the disaster, making his two furniture stores Mattress Mack, a Houston businessman, a haven for hundreds of people in need of help in battle. The unprecedented historical blizzard in the past 150 years has resulted in power outages, temperatures down to -Celsius, freezing, pushing millions of Texans into the miserable plight of natural disasters. Showroom more than 100,000 square foot becomes dining room, bedroom. Gallery Furniture is located in North Freeway. On Thursday morning, 18th of February, a lot of visitors come in and out. But especially, this is not a visitor to buy furniture. They were homeless, unlucky enough, warm enough during the historic Texas winter storm. The cold below degrees Celsius makes their house at the foot of a bridge, or some park, no longer safe. Therefore, they went to Gallery Furniture, which is opening the door to welcome them into the shelter. Here, not only do they have a decent and warm place to sleep, but also food and water are well prepared. If anyone who witnessed the disaster of Hurricane Harvey hit Texas in 2017, remember a man, the owner of the Gallery Furniture business. That year, he also opened the door open to welcome people in distress who lost their homes due to floods and storms. He was James Franklin Mackingvale, nicknamed Mattress Mack. Now, once again, he and the Gallery Furniture store opened the doors to the mist, sheltering through the historic blizzard. From a distance, Gallery Furniture is no different than a big factory. About a dozen portable toilets are located outside the yard. Our guess was that it was to cater to the overwhelming number of overnight refugees, since the store's toilets could not accommodate them. Pushing the door inside is a large space, beautifully decorated with colorful banners and balloons. Everyone here wears a mask and keeps the necessary distance. The best is the attentive, polite greeting of the staff for those who come to get their meals or drinks. A tall, thin, white-haired man walked over. Due to prior research, we know before us is Mattress Mack, benefactor of thousands of people in need of help right now. Mr. Mack said on Monday, when snow fell on Houston, power was lost, the temperature was freezing low, the weather was very bad. We were preparing generators, planning to bring people here on Monday night, but at that time the traffic was too dangerous, so the mayor only agreed to let us do it on Tuesday. Gallery Furniture uses this place as warming shelter, a place where people can have hot food and sleep overnight, Mr. Mack told a Vietnamese Daily Reporter. During Tuesdays and Wednesdays, approximately 1,000 people come every day to avoid the cold and get hot food. Particularly every night, about 300 people sleep again because the weather outside is cold. This is an opportunity for us to give back to the community. The society has given us so much, Mr. Mack said. This is still a difficult and dangerous time for the COVID-19 pandemic. To accommodate thousands, hundreds, of homeless people and their own businesses, where beds, mattresses, furniture are in business, perhaps Gallery Furniture has to face a preparation and workforce extremely large. With a very bright smile, it seemed nothing was difficult with it. Mr. Mattress Mack pointed to the mask, and said, "Everyone must wear a mask, except me because I am doing the interview in front of the camera. I make everyone in here wash their hands with antibacterial water, wear a mask, and keep a distance of 6 feet. If we have a mask, we will not be able to see the gentle smile of the 70-year-old man." Every night, Mr. Mack went to check on the guests who stayed overnight. He wanted to make sure every family in this large store was 20 or 30 feet apart. With the COVID-19 precautions in place, he believes that everyone will avoid infection at the highest level. We studied at Mr. Mack's humanity. There are things that just happen to be fateful. Here, we meet Mr. Kenny Nguyen, the only Vietnamese native who works for Gallery Furniture, as an example. Retelling the story of 21 years ago, Mr. Kenny said, "At the end of 1999, my wife and I went to Gallery Furniture to buy furniture. At that time I met Mr. Mack, and then had a good fortune. I have been accepted here until now. He's a very good Catholic. Whoever needs help is his help. Texas has been flooded, drought, or whatever, you help it, no matter what. Talking about what he learned from Mr. Mattress Mack, apart from business talent, Mr. Kenny said immediately, it was humanitarian. In order to save hundreds, thousands, of people right in the business with valuable products, damage and losses are unavoidable. However, Mr. Kenny said, Mr. Mack did not take that seriously. When he decided to help in this way, he anticipated and accepted the losses. We learned from him the humanity. Everyone is the same. When people need help, we can't turn away, said Kenny. Brother Alan Baker, who came to stay at Gallery Furniture a day ago, now becomes a volunteer to help people in the same situation, especially helping a place that has helped him, said with an emotional voice, "This is a warm environment despite the inclement weather outside. We try to turn this disaster into positive energy." Deeper inside, the 100,000 square feet interior store is extravagant. Absolutely cannot believe this is a warming shelter. Tables and chairs worth thousands of dollars or more are used as dining tables for homeless people. At the table, the whole family sits down to eat and have fun together. There was only one person at the table with his meal. Children play in a truly paradise place with them. There are candies, delicious cakes, colorful brushes to not be bored. The children are also mentally hired by Mr. Mattress Mack to bring both Mickey Mouse mice to play. After eating the main course, these guests also get the dessert cake. Miss Sugar Trask, a homeless person who came to reside in Harris County, Houston, in 1991, holding her food in hand, said, "Mr. Mack is always here when people need it, and this is overwhelming. The limit of a good heart. This is an act of happiness and sadness for people who do not have a proper life, people who live on the roadside, at the foot of the bridge. He allowed them to come here, give them food, a place to sleep. They are allowed to bring in children." She said that this was a disaster for everyone, but Mr. Mack took his time and his staff to help everyone. He's paying back for what Texas and the community are fond of. Not only him, but the staff, the volunteers, are all wonderful, Miss Trask said. As Mrs. Trask said, this is a common disaster for everyone. In this disaster, Mr. Mack saw that there were still many people who needed help. For him, now is not the time to find whose fault. They are very cold, he said. They are miserable people. So I don't blame anyone. I don't need to ask about responsibility. I need to give this world a better place. We are doing our best to help our community without asking anyone's fault, nor showing them that we are making the world a better place. With another bright smile, Mr. Mack returned to work. The phone rings continuously, and the gallery furniture door keeps opening and closing to welcome miserable guests.